Who's an internet famous person that needs to go away? Nikocado avocado. Somebody get that poor man off the internet and into a therapist's office. I'm still reeling from the realization that it's not an act in those videos, Hess really just a broken human being that's eating himself to death for money. Is this the dude who was stick thin, now huge and videos himself and him with other huge people eating huge amounts of food for huge amounts of money? Oh, and huge amount of depression? Ace family. Using kids for money is the worst shit any parents could have done. I don't know who this family is, but in general I think the kids of influencers should, at minimum, be protected by the same laws child actors are. Limited work hours, and having a portion of earnings put away in a trust. I really hate the way these kids have their private business blasted for clout and cash. I keep my kids' social media presence very low-key, the occasional non-public pic, and never embarrassing or overly intimate. Like, we went to the park today, not, here's a gross thing that happened during potty training. Think about it this way though. Macaulay Culkin, of Home Alone fame, became super famous for playing Kevin McAllister, a fictional character that has nothing to do with his own personal life. He was on a set surrounded by adults as he pretended to be home alone. Meanwhile, a child of an influencer is famous for being themselves as their full real legal name. They don't get to act or separate themselves from that. A title of a video could be "We made our kids think they were home alone." And then that kid could get famous for actually believing and actually crying that their real-life parents left them home alone. Acting versus trauma. It shouldn't be protected under the same laws, it should be illegal. Good point. Influencer kids are less protected than actors. Which is why, at minimum, they should be as protected as actors. I think the point of that comment is really that a child influencer can never have the same protections as a child actor due to the nature of their job. There is no way that you can adequately protect a child influencer. The only way to protect a child influencer is to make it legally prohibitive to be one in the first place. I've been thinking about this for an hour now, and yeah, I can't think of anything that would adequately protect them when the nature of the job is so conducive to exploitation. When your boss can ground you, things get weird. Does 5-Minute Crafts count as a famous internet person? Anne Reardon has a whole series of videos debunking fake and often dangerous craft videos, and 5 Minutes Crafts is a frequent topic in her videos. Anne Reardon is a treasure, I love her videos. That family that adopted the Chinese kid, raised him for like 3 to 4 years, discovered he had disabilities, and gave him away so they could find themselves and help him lead a better life. Except the person they gave him to is now using him on Instagram for their own exposure and greed. The Stoffers are the ones you are thinking of. Specifically Micah Stoffer. Weren't they the ones who duct taped his thumbs so he'd stop thumb sucking? Yes, but allowed their bio child to suck her thumb. WTF. And every family blog channel trying to get views with shit like we called Chuck E. Cheese at 3 a.m. And Among Us in real life gone wrong? Don't forget all the tags after like onk. And gone sexual? And tons of emojis and red circles in the thumbnail. The red circle shows where the sexual is. Anyone that uses their kids for likes and views. Adults may bug me, but they can make their own decisions, kids can't. Andrew Tate, a really horrible piece of shit who is influencing young men and teenagers with his misogynistic caveman teachings. Damn, I'm old. Who are these people? Till that I don't follow people who are internet famous. I am okay with that. Ace family. I take a little pride in not knowing who any of these people are, yet I am on the internet most of the day. Same. Ace family is currently the top 2 answers and I have no idea who they are, and I never care to learn. Seems like they are some YouTuber family. Which in itself sounds pretty bad. The whole 5 Minutes Crafts company for creating complete dangerous lies non-stop. Keemstar. I ducking hate that guy. Dude's like 40 and trying to stir teenage internet drama. It's the easiest way to make money on YouTube when you don't actually create anything. Precisely. Keemstar makes money because being hated gets views. Is Onision still a thing? If so, he needed to disappear about a decade ago. Pretty sure he's gone from at least YouTube now. The right opinion on YouTube has a 3-video explanation of that whole fiasco. Time warning though, it's long. James Charles. Everything about that guy just screams uck. Onision and Shane Dawson. Never heard of Onision, so had to Google. In the people also search for I get Chris Hansen lol, that can't be good, right? Onision let a 16-year-old girl move in with him, when he was, 30, had her live with him for years, and had sex with her the day she turned 18. Really scummy behavior, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. Chris Hansen, yes, the Dateline guy who catches pedos, came in and tried to have him apprehended for that plus a bunch of other stuff. Don't forget his private Discord where he encouraged 12-year-old girls to send him their underwear selfies so he could tell them how attractive they are for body positivity. Gabby Hanna. But what if him the monster? Literally every family YouTube channel. Eugenia Cooney needs to get off the internet ASAP. Eugenia is similar to Nick Ocado. We're just watching someone slowly kill themselves for internet views. The same and yet polar opposites. One eating themselves to death, the other starving themselves to death. That vegan teacher. My first exposure to her was the video of her showing a black ragdoll and using the N word as an acronym to spell out positive traits, like N is for nice, I is for intelligent, and summing it up with how that makes the N word okay to say. What the what? Racism is fixed now, where's my Nobel Prize? As a representative of the Nobel Prize Committee. Congratulations, you have been nominated. However, we regret to inform you that you did not submit the paperwork in time and are now disqualified. Oli London. Oil London terrifies me so much, like does he really think he looks Korean rather than something out of Uncanny Valley? I lost more brain cells than I would have imagined when they claimed their pronouns were Korean. One guy on Twitter commented on that by saying, "Core lost Ian mind." Chris Chan, because no one deserves that life. The guy on TikTok sticking his tongue out when eating something etchkasik on TikTok papakosik.1 on Instagram. This is how I know I'm old. I don't know 90% of the names on here besides Kardashians and Andrew Tate. I just turned 33. James Charles, a literal predator. Addison Rae's dad. Just saw he was trying to start beef with Young Gravy, we can't be having that. Gravy's response is golden. I saw that. If words could kill, Gravy delivered a fatality. Basically all of those life hack channels. A majority of them are telling people do things that are extremely dangerous and will likely put people in the hospital or kill them. Yet YouTube and Facebook just keep allowing them to exist. Anne Reardon from eChannel How to Cook that also responds to things her fans send her and has videos talking about it. She even had a video about the fractal wood burning and how it's killed a lot of people. He took it down, but after her and her fans protested they put it back up. She is really great. Here is her fractal wood burning video. U2.B. She also speaks out about how messed up policies are and how they hurt people making genuine videos. She's done so much consistently good work at combating those hack videos, shame they don't gain as much traction as they should. The inventor of the pink sauce. Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate at the moment borderline pedophile and sexist and has straight up just scamming his fanboys at sad TBH. The Kardashians. Anyone who takes part in Love Island or similar programs. Influencers. Jake Paul. That avocado cunt. Hess incredibly strange, that guy. I thought he was just mentally ill or depressed or down shit, but then I saw a clip of this multi-million-dollar suite he got where he talked about how he enjoyed watching poor people suffer from the window. Ducked up man. Someone who sits and watches others suffering for their own pleasure is not a mentally healthy person.